congratulations, you are buying a co-op unit and the board approved your purchase application. But wait, what's that? You have to post an interview too? Yes, the co-op board conduct an interview and can ask about anything that's on the purchase package, and while this is mostly just a formality, it is still a stressful step. I'm Dana Sapir with Compass Manhattan, and today I want to share 10 tough co-op interview questions and show you how to answer them. Most board interviews these days are conducted via video chat. Just like any other job interview or meeting, make sure you know how to use the video software, take care of proper lighting, make sure you have a neutral background, and choose a quiet space with no noise interference. Remember that they called you for an interview because they want you in the building, and now you only need to show up and answer in short and to the point. Now that we are properly set up, let's dive in. The first question I want to touch on has become very common during the pandemic. How secure is your job? Keep your answers short and simple. This is not the time to share existential crisis about your chosen profession. The board is trying to get a sense of your job security. As far as working from home goes, it is now expected, so you shouldn't be stressed about it. Question number 2, are you planning a renovation? This is a tough one. Hearing about any renovation plan can be a concern to board members. Supply chain issues and labor shortage have made renovation process more stressful, and board members will typically want to understand the scope of the work and whether you can afford to carry a second place while the work is being done. It is okay to say that you are interested in doing some work without going into details, because mentioning anything else like major redo to the kitchen or the bathroom is a red flag for most co-op boards. We'll probably envision months of noisy, dusty work construction with labor working in the buildings. Again, the less said, the better. Another question you may encounter is, what are your political beliefs, or with which political party are you affiliated? Yes, this is a question that is legal and it might throw you off since it is so private. Just answer honestly and keep your response short and simple. It is better to steer the conversation away from this subject in a co-op board interview. The board may ask you if you are interested in serving on the board. Here, aim for neutrality. Your answer will be ideally along the lines of, if the board or the building thought that I could be an important contribution, I would certainly be open to discussing it. It is best not to give the impression you are aiming for a position on the board. Next, do you have parties or entertain often? This question is not popularity test. The board wants to gauge whether you are socializing and if this will be a disruptive. The best answer might be to say you enjoy having occasional dinner with close friends and leave it to that. Here is a favorite. What do you do in your spare time? While it seems innocent enough, this question can trip buyers up. My suggestion with this one, keep it clean, keep it simple, and keep it quiet, meaning now that it's not the time to tell the board about your plans for learning to play drums or your Halloween party. Why did you choose this apartment or neighborhood? This is the opportunity to be complimentary. The board doesn't need to hear about the 30 other units you saw before this one, or that the unit was the only one you could afford. This is not an invitation also to overshare. My advice, be friendly and not chatty, and answer in short. The next question, if you are downsizing, the board might want to know why. Co-op board members don't want to hear that you are moving to save money. It is better to say that you are empty nester and focus on space, not money. Last question, the board may ask you why there are some inconsistency in your application. It is a good idea to read through the application before the interview to make sure that everything looks legit, and be prepared to answer any question that you think it might have elicited. For example, if you moved between several countries, a question might come up about your primary residence. If you presented in the application, it stated that your home, this apartment, will be a primary residence, make sure your answer is the same. Another can be about the financials, especially if your asset is a combination of several businesses or trusts. If you don't know the answer to the question, just say you don't know and you will get back to them as soon as you've spoken with your accountant. If the board asks you if you have any questions for them, unlike other interview types, a co-op interview is not a job interview. People do not have to fall in love with you. They already want you in the building, so it is never about keeping the conversation going. You can always say you don't have any question at this time, but that you will be sure to get back to them if any arise. Finally, never ask about the board decision at the time of your interview. Instead, say something like, "We look forward to hearing from you." And that is it. When working with buyers, one of the many services my team and I provide to our clients is a thorough preparation call before a co-op board interview. We go over questions like this and much, much more. Have you had any board interview in the past or expecting one soon? I'm curious to hear what were you asked or what are you expecting? Comment below.